It's your first year in real estate. You got your license, you found your brokerage. Now it's time to go to the orientation. So you show up, and what do you hear? 95% of real estate agents fail within the first 2 years, but that's not going to be you. Through our training, we're going to make you an excellent real estate agent. And then they go on, and they never really give you any good advice on how to get your business started. So in this video, I'm going to cut through all that noise, and I'm going to give you the 5 things that you need to do your first year of real estate. Okay, very briefly before we get into it, I just want to throw this out there, okay? You're a new real estate agent or you're newly in a sales job. Sales is interesting. You don't have a boss anymore. You're an independent contractor. Nobody's breathing over your shoulder.
Stop breathing down my neck.
Nobody's telling you to get to work. So it's pretty easy to sleep in. It's pretty easy to not have a schedule. It's pretty easy to go out with your friends every night and go drinking. You want to be successful in real estate. Apart from the 5 things I'm going to talk about, you need to change your lifestyle.
Thanks, Dad.
Maybe your lifestyle's already great. Maybe you're already motivated. Maybe you pop out of bed, hit the gym, do all the things you need to do. But I need to throw that out there, okay? If you really want to be successful in real estate, you're going to have to change your mindset. You're going to have to change your lifestyle if you have some negative things there. So moving on. Okay, my first piece of advice is going to come as a shocker to you, okay? And I think even a lot of other agents are going to go, what are you talking about? And that would be you need to get yourself a very basic listing presentation and you need to learn it, okay? And I'm talking, you can learn this in 2 days, all right? And you can go online, you can find the most basic listing presentation. Hey, listen, put it in the comments if you want my listing presentation and I'll email it to you, honestly. It's nothing elaborate. You need to know how to run the comps on a home. You need to know how to talk about your marketing plan, professional photography, and just the very basic things of being a real estate agent and listing a home to get it sold. The reason why I say you need to get a listing presentation and learn it is based on a confidence level, okay? So you're a real estate agent now. That means at any time you can get the call up to the big leagues to go to a house to list it. And if you don't have a listing presentation, you're always in the back of your mind, you're going to be thinking, oh gosh, I hope nobody calls me to list their house. I just want to work with buyers. And really the name of the game in real estate is listings. Now, I'm not saying anything against being a buyer's agent. That's great too. You still make good money. But in the long run, you're going to want to have those listings because you can have so many more listings than have buyers on the books. You can't show 15 buyers homes on a regular basis, but you can have 15 listings. So my first advice to you would be get a listing presentation, learn it, just a couple days, learn it. Just learn the flow of that listing presentation so you have the confidence. When you get the call to the big leagues to go to that $1 million home, or I don't know, maybe you live in Wisconsin, that $250,000 home, you're ready to go and you got your plan, you got it in paper, and you can bring it to those clients and sound competent, sound like you know what you're talking about. Advice number 2 would be your social media presence. Okay, what do I mean by that? What I mean is you need to stay top of mind to your friends and family, and the best way to do that is through Facebook and Instagram. Hey, listen, you can be calling all those people, on a regular basis, but it's so much easier to post at least weekly, not only personal posts, but also real estate related posts. Now that can be you being at an open house. What you can do every single week, if you don't have open houses or you don't have anything else real estate related for that first, few months, go to broker opens and just ask the agent, hey, do you mind if I just do a little tour of this house here? And once a week, throw a video tour of a cool house you see on a broker's open, okay? Now, it's just gonna keep you top of mind to the family and friends. They're always gonna know. They're gonna pop on their social media and they're gonna see some personal things about you, but then they're also going to see real estate related things and they're gonna know when the time comes for us to buy or for us to sell, we know that so-and-so is a real estate agent and she knows what she's talking about. She's active, she's out there, she knows the market, she's on social media. So make sure you are top of mind on social media. Okay, my third piece of advice would be do open houses. Now I know it's a classic, everybody talks about it, but they talk about it because it actually works. When you're a new agent, this is probably the quickest way to get business going. Get some buyers, get out there showing houses, Get started with that on-the-job training as a new real estate agent, okay? So how are you gonna get these open houses? You don't have any listings. What are you gonna do? Well, what you need to do is you need to talk to other agents in your brokerage. That's to start. Talk to other agents in your brokerage that have listings and just ask them, can I hold an open house for you this upcoming weekend or the weekend after? Now, in this market, it's so hot that houses are hitting the market and they're selling right away, or they're getting accepted offers right away. But you can even talk to those agents and say, hey, can I do an open house to get backup offers on that home? And a lot of times agents will allow you to do open houses as long as their sellers are cool with it, to do open houses to get backup offers. So that's one of the first active things you need to do in real estate is sit open houses. When you do the open houses, once you get those open houses, you need to have a sign-in sheet because it's very important to get those buyers' information. You need to get their phone number, name, email address so that you can follow up with them. You're always going to follow up with all the people that come through your open house to see if they're interested in any other homes, and hopefully you can set them up with a home search and get out there and start showing them homes if they don't already have another agent. And that's going to be a question you're going to ask them while they're in your open house is, hey, are you working with an agent right now? Sometimes they'll lie and say, oh, yeah, we are. But a lot of times they'll say they don't have an agent, and so that's your chance to pounce, get on it. Okay, so you're going to hopefully be their agent. That's basically my third piece of advice, open houses. I know everybody says it, but it works. Okay, advice number 4 is very important, and I wish I would have done this when I was a young agent. It took me a couple of years to figure this out, but you need to find a lender because you're going to be working with a lot of buyers. You need to find a lender that's going to refer you business. Now, most brokerages don't even tell you this. They just say, oh, we have some great lenders that can help you out with your buyers when they're looking to buy homes, okay? We'll get them pre-approved and we'll do the loan for them. Well, okay, that's cool. I'll give you business, but what are you going to do for me? Now, it's funny because most agents they never ask that question and they're never told that. Listen, you're going to pass all this business over to this lender and they're not going to give anything back to you. So, my advice for you is to find a lender. It could be a young lender or a very seasoned lender, but they have to be good and they have to commit to sending you referrals throughout the year. Okay, hey, I'm going to send you business, you send me business, and we can work this relationship out like that. Okay, so advice number 4, find a lender that is going to refer you business because most agents aren't getting any referrals from their lender. Think about that. Well, if you made it this far, thank you so much. If you like my content, please subscribe, hit that like button. Moving on to number 5, okay? My 5th advice is find yourself a great mentor. Now, a lot of people will find a mentor that is like 30 steps ahead of them, 30 years ahead of them. My advice to you when you're looking for a mentor, look for somebody that's only a few years ahead of you, okay? Now, they need to be successful, and when I say successful, at least in California, they need to be doing anywhere from 10 to 30 deals a year. Now, if you find somebody that's doing more than that, most likely they're going to have a team, and they're probably not the best fit for you, for your mentor. Okay, so find somebody that's a few steps ahead of you, who was just going through what you're going through a couple years ago, but they were able to successfully navigate themselves through it, and now they can give you advice on how to do it as well, and also guide you through how to market yourself, your listing presentation. When you have issues with contracts and things like that, you can always just give them a call. Find somebody that's available, somebody that's successful to be your mentor. That is advice number 5. If you don't have a mentor at this point and you haven't chosen an amazing brokerage like eXp Realty, I would love to be that mentor for you. I'll walk you through the whole process. I'll give you direct access to myself to learn about contracts, marketing plans, listing presentations. So I'm just throwing it out there. If you were thinking about eXp Realty and you want to join the group that I'm on, hey, put it in the comments below. I'll reach out to you. I'll tell you all about eXp and we can go from there. Next. Okay guys, before I finish off this video, I just want to give you a couple other pieces of advice that don't go along with those 5 pieces of advice. And the first one would be just be yourself in real estate, okay? You don't need to be like the guy on $1 million listing or the guy in your office who's super successful. You just need to be you, okay? And you need to have fun with it. So there's so many people in real estate that are just stiffs. I mean, you'll see it everywhere. Or they just can't let their personality shine. They just come into meetings or they go into listing presentations or anything, and they just don't have much of a personality. Listen, if you have a goofy personality, if you have a fun personality, let that shine in real estate. People are going to love you for it. If you're knowledgeable about what you do, it doesn't matter what your personality is like. It doesn't matter how you dress. Now, I would say dress professionally, but listen, I mean, you don't need to dress professionally all the time. When you go to the grocery store, you can wear your shorts and sandals, okay? Anyways, all that to say, it's really exciting you're in real estate because there's a lot of great things that are going to happen, hopefully, if you stick to a plan. There's a lot of money to be made, and I think you're really going to enjoy it, but just be yourself. So I hope you like this video. Like I said, please subscribe, hit that like button, and I've got videos coming out every week. So I'll see you on the next one.